Welcome everyone. Unit 5, study guide, or we can say review, grade 7, percentages. So you can say that percent means per means every, cent means 100. So this is the reason we call it as a percent. Percent means per 100, for every 100. That's what we're looking at it here. We'll practice some questions today, and the rest of them you guys can work on as the practice as well. So let's pay close attention to this. 10% of 50. So there are a couple of ways you can answer this question. 10%. So if you take 50 and you're looking at it 10% off it. So one way you can draw the bar diagram. So if you take the bar graph, so you have the whole thing is 50. And then if you cut it into 10 pieces, because you're looking at the percentage wise, so if you cut it into 10 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces. Now, obviously, each piece is a 10%. So 10% will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like that. So the each is going to be 5, right? So also this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, and 100%. Okay, so that's how you can take the percentages. Let me erase the last one quickly. There we go. So that's 100%. We can see that. So basically, that is 50 is a whole, but 10% is 5. So your answer is 5. Okay. Or what you can do, so the 10% means, remember the decimal form for this? So the decimal form for this is 0.1. All you have to just move 1, 2 places. Off means times, and then 50. Get a calculator. 0.1 times 50, so that also gives you 5. Okay, so similarly, you can work on the other questions. So complete those other questions, and then we can move on to the next question. All right, so work on the question number 1 through 6 on your own, the way that we did it right just before, and then we can move on to this question number 7 now. Let me see. I can put this one. All right, question number 7. Let me make it a little bigger. So follow the same strategy, whichever the way that you like it easier, you can follow that. So the 10% means move the decimal places 1, 2 places. That's going to be 0.10. And then off means times, and then 18.5. So you can multiply it 10% to 0.1 times 18.5, and that's 1.85. So this is 1.85. Also, if you can pay attention to this one, there is a little technique that you can use. So the technique is, if you see this is 18.5, if it is a 10%, you move the 1 places. So you move the decimal to the 1 places. If it is a 1%, obviously you can do the 2 places, like that. And then you can get a 1%, then multiply with 4%, and you can get the answer also in that way. Okay, good. So make sure you practice this one more so you can do well on the test itself too. Okay, so I'm going to get you some time. Please work on the rest of the questions, and then we can go over the next one in a minute. All right, I think you guys are already done with the rest of the questions. Let's go over the number 8. So now when we do the number 8, please make sure you pay close attention to the given information. So that's what we need to do. So now let's look at it. What given information do we have? Let's see. City estimation means like a guess. So car uses 18.5 gallons. And then there is a within the range of 4%. So when you say the 4% range, that's basically you're looking at it plus 4% and minus 4%. So let's go ahead and find out what is the 4% of 18.5. So let's find that one. And then we can come up with the answers up here. So I'm going to find out 4% 20% of 18.5 gallons. So you can do the math in simple ways. Move the decimal 2 places. So that way it's going to be 0.04 off means times 18.5. So you can use a calculator quickly, or you can use a calculator. 0.04 times 18.5, which is 0.74, or 7/4 hundredths. Okay, so that is your 0.4 or 4%. So 0.74 or 74 hundredths. So now you add that to the 18.5. So that's the reason for 4% estimation. So what you do, you take add, so 18.5 plus 0.74. So you add that. So that gives you 19.24. So see which one is in between those range. That's why we need to look at it. And then subtract. So 18.5, take away 0.74. Let's do that. Which is 17.76. 17.76 hundredths. Now look at it, these two numbers. And your answers should be in between those two. So whichever the ones in between those two, they're all your answers. So 19.24 between, or see those answers between, like in between 17 and 19. I think this is good. I think this one is good. Yes, this is correct because 18 is in between them. 17.5. This is 17.76, so it's less than, so it's not in between. No. So 20 gallons is about 19, so that is no. And the 19.1, yes, is in between. And then 17.2 is smaller than this, so it's no. Okay, you guys understand what I'm doing here is I'm looking at values between 17.76 and 19.24. So between these values. So whatever you have between these values. Okay. All right. So make sure you understand this question, and let's go and answer this one, and then we can go on to the next one. All right. Hope you understand that question really good. Let's move on to the question number 9, or the next question. So I'll do the number 9, and you guys will be working on number 10. Okay. So let's do the number 9. So this one says, this Hux buys 4 cans of paint for her house. And obviously we can see that regular price is this much. And then there is a sale. Sale means obviously you're getting, you're going to subtract because you're getting off for that price. So 20% off the regular price. So what is the total price of the 4 cans of paints if the discount is taken? So what we can do, so let's go find out what is 20% of this. So let's find out the 20%. So it's, you have the price is $19.75. So let's find out the discount or the sale price. Discount is 20%. So let's find out how much sale or how much discount are we getting. So the discount is basically 20% off 19.75. Okay, $19.75. So it's 20% means you guys already know it. Move the decimal 2 places. 0.20 off means times 19.75. So let's do the math so you can get the answer on that one. So that gives you $3.95. So that gives you $3.95. And this is the discount. Okay, this is how much that you got for the sale. So what we're going to do next is we're going to find out the actual price. So what we can do is subtract it from 19.5, so that way you can get the actual price. So now how much you pay, so the total price after discount. So total price after discount. Okay, so you're going to get $19.75, take away $3.95. So 2.75. So that gets you $15.80. Okay, so that's your final answer. See, if you go to the store, $19.75, 20% off. So now you pay only $15.80. Also remember the way we did it in a faster way. You can always use that technique as well. So the faster way is, so you have a painting, you're 20% off. That means out of 100%, you pay only 80%. So you pay 80%. So we can find out 80% of that. So 80% of 19.75. So let's do the math. We can do that too. 80% means what? 0.80 or 0.8 times 19.75. So we can do that, which is also $15.80. So you can use whichever the method you like it. So that's totally good to go. Okay. All right. So look at this one, make sure you understand. And once you understand, work on the next question. Let me put this one down. Okay, go ahead and work on the number 10. You can use the same method as what we did it before. So that way you can get a good idea. And I'll get you a few minutes. Make sure you finish that one. Let's move on to the next question. Number 10, I'll do the number 10 for you guys, and then you work on the number 11. So number 10. So this one is Mr. Joy buys 3 new pair of socks, and the regular price of each sock is $10.50. And the socks are sale for 30%, and we need to find the regular price. So for these questions, remember the one worksheet we did it, so we can use that technique in this one. So I'm going to write it down the formula so you can apply this, that we can get it answer faster. Okay, so work on number 10. Let's do number 11 for you guys. Then you can work on number 12, similar as like the 11. Okay, for these questions, what we can do, look at the question carefully. So it's regular prices given to you, and then coupon is given to you. What they're asking is percent discount on the calculators, so what percent discount that we get it on this one. So now let's write it down, the formula that we learned it before. So the formula for this one, we did it before, is over of, which is same as the part over whole, and which is percent over 100. Now let's look at it. What we have, regular price means that's a whole. So that's I'm going to write it down, those numbers, draw this, and put 100% here. Now whole is 40, and then part coupon is $12, and we need to find out the percent. Okay. Now what we do, just remember what we did this one, multiply these two. So you're going to multiply 12 times 100, and whatever you get, divided with the 40. So you get the percent. Okay. Get a calculator, or you can just do that math easily without calculator also. That we can get the answer pretty fast. So that gives me 30%. 30, that's a percent. So, okay, that's all you do. Answer, and then work on the second question, same as it is. So you can get the other one easily. I'll put that one a little bit up. So follow whatever we did it in this one. So follow the same way and answer this question quickly. Then we can move on to the next question. 13, 14. Okay, 2 more questions. We're almost there. Okay. Continue to work on. Complete number 12 on your own. And moving on to the 13. Now, this one is the Miss Vargas has 121 students in school in 2024, but she had 157 nearest to whole percent. What is the percent change? So this question is asking for percent change. So remember, whenever you see this percent change, this is the formula you need to use it. Final formula for this one is final minus initial over initial times 100. So this is the formula that we can use, the rule. And then we can answer this one pretty simple. So first, if you look at the question, 121 students in 2024 and 157 students. So in 2023 is 121 and 2024 is 157. So now finally she increased like 157 students minus initially there were 121 students because at the beginning is 2023 is a 121 and then 24 it's a 157 over initial means at the beginning, okay, times 100. So all you have to do is to use just simple math on this one. 157 minus 121, so that gives you 36 over 121 times 100, or you can just multiply that by 100 and then divide it with the 121. You can write this, that is 3600 over 121. This calculator, so that's around 29.75 hundredths percent change, or you can write it 29.8%. Okay, so that is also, since it is asking nearest whole percent, nearest whole means, so that's 29, that's going to be 30%. Okay, so make sure you put it 30%, not 29.8, because it's asking for the whole percent. Okay, good to go. So follow the same rule and answer the next question, number 14. That way we should be done with the review for the test. Okay, again, just a quick reminder on this one. Final means what is the end, like 157, and then initial is the beginning, how much you have. So if you look at it, this question, 7th graders earn 142 proud moments in 1 week, and the next week is 171. Okay, so follow the same way: initial, final, and then divide by initial, and you get the answer for this one. Okay, study well, and I hope you guys all the best for your test, and go over this one multiple times so that we should be good to go for the test.